Hey, welcome to your Scorpio horoscopes for the week of the 17th through the 23rd of December. We're full on into that Mercury retrograde. It starts off in Capricorn this week. By the end of the week, it is officially in Sagittarius. And we still have about another week and a half to go ish, a little over a week, actually. I wouldn't say another week and a half, maybe a week and a couple of days or so, because it does end on the 2nd. Moving from Capricorn to Sagittarius definitely shakes things up a bit. Sagittarius is a definite, much different energy than Capricorn's influence is for sure, which will probably see the changes of that really coming into effect next week when it's full on in Sagittarius. It is also solstice week. We are moving into a new season. The sun is moving out of Sagittarius into Capricorn. So the sun and Mercury just basically swapping places here towards the end of the week as we hit that solstice period also. So we're moving into winter here in the northern hemisphere. Pardon me, the northern hemisphere. We're moving into summer, of course, in the southern hemisphere. Both seasons have a tendency to be a bit extreme. Here's hoping for a mild one for everybody this year, although it is kind of a bit to ask, actually, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at what's going on here in Scorpio. We still have Venus in Scorpio for about another week after this week. 22 degrees is where we land at the end of the week. And Venus is in opposition with Uranus, and the moon joins that opposition right at the end of the week as it moves into conjunction with Uranus. With focus on finances, and continuing this opposition with Uranus here, this is really a challenge. It continues to be a challenge around trying to improve your finances by using old, outdated ways of doing it. Not unheard of for a fixed sign. I will say fixed signs do tend to resist change, and they do tend to go with the tried and true methods. I get that. Unfortunately, being a fixed sign myself, I'm gonna have to say that that is our Achilles heel. We have to be able to move with the times and move with um the technology that we currently have access to. I mean, I can't tell you when the last time I filled out a check register was, because I have online banking. I know exactly how much money is in my account. I don't need to fill out a check register. In fact, I can't even tell you when the last time I wrote a check was, to be honest with you. Just don't necessarily use them. All of that aside, my mindset on finances hasn't changed through all of these changes, and that's really what we're talking about here. I kind of sort of went over this a little bit in Taurus because, of course, Uranus is in Taurus, and so it affects Taurus in the same way. Um, and that is that um, I once heard somebody say once a long time ago that, a lot of times people will say, if I could just make some more money, this money situation will go away. And the truth is that that's not necessarily the case. When you make more money, you just adjust your spending to the more money. If you don't have good financial practices in place, that doesn't do anything for you. Basically, it doesn't change anything. You're making more money and you're just continuing to spend the money. So we're really looking at trying to find creative ways of dealing with this problem, but we have old mindsets that are getting in the way, and that's creating a challenge in terms of finding those creative ways of dealing with this problem. And that's really the challenge, is your old mindset about your finances. Yes, what your grandparents taught you makes sense. And yes, what your grandparents taught you is correct. And honestly, anybody that had grandparents teaching us about finances were very, very lucky, because that kind of information is almost going away to the dodo, if that makes sense. But it doesn't mean that you have to walk away from the way your grandparents did things either. Keep it into consideration, but also make sure that it is up with the times as well. Also, this really has a lot to do with not having a financial plan. Not having a financial plan is the worst possible thing that you can do. Without a financial plan, without goals, you don't you can't keep track of where you are. You're not really putting the effort into saving, into investing, into your retirement, into anything, and so consequently, when you don't have a financial plan, you just keep doing things in the same way. 20 years goes by, you still don't have a financial plan. This is why this challenge is coming up. The challenge is saying, you can't do it this way anymore. I mean, you could, but it's not going to change. It's not going to improve. It's not going to get better. You will be stuck in this situation this time next year, because you are not making the changes that are necessary in order to have that financial success. So this week, and this is really sort of the end of this challenge, because we'll still be in this challenge a little bit next week, but I am willing to bet by the end of the week, it will be out of that challenge. So now's a really good time to learn from it. Do some research, talk to some financial professionals, see what you can do to help improve this financial situation, because it's not going to improve on its own without help. And that's really what the big focus is for you guys this week. It's not don't spend your money. Now, I'm not saying don't spend your money. I am saying that make sure you have the money to spend, and make sure that you have a backup plan while you're spending your money. Sometimes talking to a financial professional is not necessarily just about creating a space for saving. Sometimes it's just getting an idea of another way of looking at it, a way that might be more productive for you, a way that helps your money work for you, rather than you just sort of going through your money, if that makes sense. And it makes a huge difference between living paycheck to paycheck and feeling financially successful. And that has a huge impact on our emotional health as well. So that's what I have for you guys this week. If you love your horoscopes, do consider sending a donation or a tip to my coffee link, which is down there in the description of the video. I'd really appreciate that. Also, in the description of the video, I am running a 25% discount all month long on hour-long readings. Anybody wanting to connect with their loved ones in spirit, take a look at what 2024 has in store for them. Whatever you want to do with that reading, you get a 25% discount. And you can get more than one, because you can get that discount over and over and over again right up until the end of the year, when it's unavailable at that point, December 31st. Really easy peasy. I put the link directly to my booking page on my website. The promo code is right there. Make note of the promo code. Go to the booking page, put the promo code in there when you're booking your time, get your 25% discount. It's ridiculously easy. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, time to set yourselves up to be financially powerful individuals. That's what it is all about for 2024 for you guys. So you guys make it a great week, make it a productive week, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great one.